So this is a drawing in graphite of a bowl of eggs. There's going to be a few eggs on the table as well. And I'm just laying out the composition right now, very roughly figuring out where the eggs are going to go in relation to the bowl and the shape of the bowl. The contours of the eggs will change as I do layers of the drawing. And now I'm going to just throw in a few darks, some shadows underneath the eggs, and start to add a little bit of colored pencil. So these are farmer's eggs, and they come in all different colors. They're kind of brown and blue. So I'm not going to do the whole thing in colored pencil, but just add color to differentiate between the eggs. And I'm going to go back and forth between the graphite and the color. Notice how those dark shadows really make the eggs pop out. I use my fingers a lot to rub the pencil in, and I try to go in different directions with the pencil. There's a little patterning on the table, so I'm going to lay that in now with a little purple. And I use the eraser a lot, particularly to get the pattern in there. The blue in the bowl really helps the eggs to pop out. A little yellow over that blue is really nice. Give it a little bit of a greenish color. I hold the pencil in different ways to make different marks. And now there's some shadows on the eggs. So I'm laying them in with graphite. And I'm using Col-Erase pencils. They're nice because they're very malleable. You can move them around. I'm using a couple of shades of orange and a couple of shades of blue, and then a little bit of yellow. So the patterning is really fun on the table. Now that I've got the eggs in place, I can kind of put in and take out what I like about the patterning and get the shadows underneath the bowl. Again, I use the eraser a lot for the patterning, to bring out the light and to soften some of the color and the shadows. You don't have to follow the pattern exactly. I'm just getting a feeling of what that kind of lacy pattern looks like. Then you want to go back in and really check the value system that you're using, so that some of the darks are really dark to make everything else pop, and make the kind of extend the scale of your darks. Using the eraser again. I use the eraser almost as much as the pencil. And sometimes I turn it upside down so I can get closer to things that are at the top. Really getting those dark shadows in there so that those eggs really sit down in the bowl. And use a cloth sometimes to rub the color together. And that's the end.